My son always says you have a feline grace, Duncan.
I didn't want to startle you, my lord.
Latest immigration reports.
We fear our regime will be as bad as the Harkonnens.
We're losing too many. Spice hunters, drivers, weather scanners, Dune men will need.
Should I persuade some to stay?
No. I have something more important for you to do. I want you to go into the desert.
A famine?
I'm getting reports of hundreds, perhaps thousands, in villages, what they call sieges. In the deep desert. Beyond the mountains.
The Harkonnens neared the desert people, hunted them for sport. I doubt they'll expect any better from us.
Then we have to change that. We're going to need allies here, Duncan. I want you to seek out their leader, this Liet I keep hearing about.
The Phantom. He may not even exist. Could even be many different men.
Find out. Negotiate patience so I can demonstrate our good intentions with deeds. If I'm lucky, they will judge all of us by you.
You honor me, sir.
I'm endangering you, and I know it. But you're the only one I can trust with this.
To live like this on Caladan.
Family apartments are in the West Wing now that you're here and having the furniture brought up.
What is this for?
An old custom, I'm told. Guests ceremoniously splash water on the floor after washing their hands. They save the squeezings.
Demeaning custom.
Idaho is prepared for us well, my lord.
Duncan? Where is Duncan? Can I see him?
I have him occupied on official business for the moment. You have to be patient.
I've assembled the general staff as you requested.
No, don't take it up there. I want the coat of arms to hang here. First thing visitors must see. This is House Atreides now. Ya malu walak maharkanan. Aldik ladume tankia.
From now on, we speak the ladies' language at all times.
The shutout Mapes, milady, head of household staff.
Mapes, show Milady our apartments, make sure she has everything she needs. I'll join you after the briefing.
This way, milady.
Come, Paul. The men are waiting.
Me? Right now?
It's time you participated. What about the mining accounts?
The Harkonnen spice operation took 10 billion Solaris out of here every year.
Now, does anyone here still think that the Harkonnen have just packed up and left? Gurney, I want you to make contact with the smugglers operating in the deep desert. Tell them that we'll ignore what they're doing from now on, as long as they make it worth our while.
The Emperor is extremely jealous of his spice profits, my lord. It's one thing to turn a blind eye to smugglers. It's quite another to pocket some of their earnings.
Well, then just tell them what we're doing. banked the entire amount to his name, Shaddam IV, but then deducted from our taxes as a legitimate expense. In other words, cost of doing business. What?
I would just love to see the Baron's face when he hears of this.
All the Harkonnen parasites who got rich taking smuggler bribes will be flushed into the open.
No more graft. The Emperor cannot deny this. Not in public, anyhow. Well done, lad. Well done.
Now,
Why did we come here, Father? And don't just tell me it's a matter of honor or duty. There's more to it, isn't there?
I've never lied to you, son. We've been entrusted with the most profitable commodity in the universe. That alone makes us many enemies.
Then why don't we call them out? Expose them. In front of the Emperor.
What if he's one of them? This is a hard lesson, son. In the world we live in, self-interest governs all. The Emperor needs us, for the moment, to administer Arrakis, to make the spice flow. But he fears us, Paul. He fears my influence among the great houses. If he decides it's in his interests that House Atreides should fall, he will do nothing to stop it. He might even invite opportunity to hasten it.
Well, then, if you're right, this place is a trap.
Perhaps. But knowing there's a trap is the first step in evading it.
should have taken the House Atreides renegade. Fled to the darkest corners of the universe.
You're too honorable for that, my love.
No. I'm too fed up. This endless feud stops here.
The Harkonnen are a rogue clan, Leto. No matter how much prestige they try to buy, they'll never have the respect you've earned.
Respect can't buy us peace. I'd trade it all for a place somewhere. Anywhere where we could be alone, where Paul could be safe. All I had to think about was your happiness. Maybe then I could finally make...
Please, don't talk about things that can't be. You belong to your time. I was bred to my destiny. Even if I were able to go back and choose, I would change nothing.
Only half the sandcrawlers are operable, but we'll have most of the ornithopters working soon. That is a harvester factory. We have about 1,000. As big as she is, there are worms in the deep desert could swallow one of these whole.
Why don't we use shields?
Shields are useless in the desert. Even a simple body shield will call every worm within 100 kilometers. Drives them into a killing frenzy.
The Imperial ecologist, my lord, Dr. Kine.
We prefer the traditional term planetologist.
I understand that we have you to thank for our still suits.
I hope they fit well. This is basically a high-efficiency filter and heat exchange system. The skin layer is porous. Perspiration passes through heat filaments and salt precipitators. Water is reclaimed in catch pockets, which you can draw from this tube. Properly adjusted, water loss is kept under 15 milliliters a day.
That's hardly measurable.
That's the point.
You're a Fremen.
I am accepted in both siege and village, but I am in the Emperor's employ. You've worn a still suit before?
This is the first time.
Someone adjusted it for you?
No, it just seemed the right way to put it on, that's all.
Well then, the desert awaits. Maintain 120 degrees southeast, my lord. That's where the Sandmaster is concentrating his equipment.
How many men are there on a mining crew?
As few as possible. Mining is a perilous adventure at best, my lord.
Has anyone ever been lost out this far and survived?
Men have walked out of the near zones by crossing the rock areas where worms seldom go.
Fremen?
Fremen.
There it is.
That's the harvester.
And those are the scouts?
Yes. Watching for worm sign.
Worm sign?
Wherever there is spice, there are worms.
Always?
They defend the spice sands.
Has there been an effort to wipe them out?
Too much area to cover. Too many worms. A rich field by the look of the color.
Is that worm sign?
Where's the carrier to evacuate the harvester?
Worm sign, approximately 40 kilometers. He's got you.
They always cut it this close?
It is not standard procedure. The carrier should be here by now.
How many men on that harvester?
Usually 23, my lord.
Are we sure the worm will attack?
No doubt about it.
Crew on the harvester, this is Duke Leto Atreides. We are coming in to take you out. Seize operations and prepare for evacuation. Spotters, land to the west, prepare to be boarded.
Most spotters can only carry 4 men in addition to the crew, my lord.
We can only get another 2 in here.
Paul, you and Gurney get to work on the back seats. We'll jettison them when we land. That'll get in 3 more.
This is Harvester Delta Ajax Niner. With all due respect, sir, we have almost the full load.
In the spice, we can always get more. Now prepare for evac. That's an order.
Worm sighting. 10 degrees southwest. Estimated speed 40 knots. Rapid approach. Worm intercepted. 5.
This is a direct command from your Duke.
Seize operations and evacuate the station immediately, or I will cut your ship in 2 with a laser gun.
I can hear it. The worm. I can hear it coming.
Over here! Over here! 5 of you! Over here! The rest of the spotters! Run, you Sandworm! Run! Run! Run!
Get down and hang on to anything you can.
are they doing?
My lord, we must go now! Hurry! Hurry!
Or suck us down.
Capacity overload. Capacity exceeds lift capability. Capacity exceeds lift capability.
Bless the maker and his water. Bless his coming and his going. May his passage cleanse the world. May he keep the world for his people. What about the men we left behind?
Gurney sent a ship to search for them.
But they was right beside the worm when it
Send a ship anyway.
When God ordains a man's time to die, he directs that man to the proper place. What?
Oh. I want the pilot from that missing carry-all delivered to me personally. Someone is going to pay for that waste.
This is a different kind of man. He risked his life and that of his son to save the men instead of the spies. A leader like that could have commanded fanatic loyalty.
This is my legacy to you, son. The greatest wealth in the universe, and the never-ending struggle to defend it.
The ancients used to say, danger and opportunity were often the same thing, Father.
This is not one of Yui's academic exercises, Paul. In Caladan, we ruled by air and sea. And here, we need desert power. Desert power. Remember that.
You asked me to inquire about the shouting the other day. The words they were calling out at your shuttle.
Mahdi, something like that?
It means Messiah. They have a legend here, a prophecy, that a leader will come to them from off-world. A boy, the only son of a Bene Gesserit, to guide them to true freedom.
Messiah? Paul?
These are a simple people, my lord. They survive on hope.
Tell me about the waters of your homeland, Mahdi.
They tried to take the life of my son!
He looks local.
There's nothing to identify him.
Harkonnen, surely. And not working alone.
Stop it, both of you!
Burn him.
everything except the hands. Put some spice in each one and send them to the Baron on Katie Prime. You almost took the life of my son.
Get out! All of you! Out! You simple ass. I told you that I wanted those bastard Atreides to feel secure, but no! You couldn't wait. You had to have your own way, and now your initiative has made them more defensive. Now what, Piter?
You're tired, Father.
Yes, I am tired. The degeneration of the great houses has worn me out.
Our house hasn't degenerated.
Hasn't it? Your assassin didn't arrive here without help.
Who could you suspect?
I can only suspect. I can't prove, and there's suspicion enough to go around.
It can't be Gurney.
He knew your assassin would be more valuable alive.
Gurney's impulsive, Father. He doesn't have that kind of cunning.
Or Yui's intelligence.
Surely not Yui. His suit conditioning would drive him mad first.
Never let sentiment cloud your judgment, son. There is someone. Sooner or later, you must face whoever it is.
So this is how it works. They sow the seeds of distrust and get us to fear each other.
Learn this lesson well, son. If you want to hold Arrakis, you must be prepared to fight fear with fear. Fear and power.
That's our cue. The man in silver is a stillsuit manufacturer in Carthag, inferior product to the Fremens. The hard-faced woman next to him runs an escort service in Arsund. Impressive client list, I'm told. By the fireplace, Lingar Butte, water shipper from the polar region. The man to his right...
Spacing Guild representative, how could I miss him?
The man with Tufa is Esmar Tuek, smuggler, highly successful. He has fast ships, if we need them.
My lady, my lord, I was honored by the invitation.
You are always welcome here, Dr. Kynes.
We found the missing carry-on, my lord. Hijacked by Harkonnen agents who tried to sell it at a smuggler's camp. They are now dead.
We are indebted to you, sir. Excuse me. My lady will see to it you have everything you need.
It will be my pleasure.
It's my honor, my lady.
I understand they lost another harvester to a worm.
If they keep this up, they won't even be able to have enough money to buy water.
Gentlemen and ladies, Her Royal Majesty, Princess Gurulan Torino.
Your Highness, your attendance is a most welcome delight.
My father sends you his enduring respect and affection, my Lord Duke. The Emperor wishes everyone to know of the confidence he has in House Atreides.
She brings the Emperor's Sardaukar killers as her bodyguards.
Duncan?
Forgive the abrupt arrival, my lord. But we've taken a force of Harkonnen infiltrators. The Fremen found them in the cave of the Shield Mountains. One of the Fremen, Turok, was badly wounded. I rushed him here for treatment.
But he has died.
This is Stilgar, my lord, leader of Turok's tribe.
We've heard many things in the desert about Leto Atreides.
I hope that what you've heard will be the beginning of a friendship between us.
My people have suffered long under the rule of such as you.
No, not such as me, nor any of my family. All that changed when the House Atreides came to Arrakis.
Duncan?
Paul!
Stilgar, this is my son, Paul Atreides.
Yes. We have heard about him as well.
The Fremen want me to remain with them, my lord.
He fights well. And he's done his best for our friend. It will reassure us.
Dual allegiance, my lord, to you and to their tribe.
There is a precedent. Liet serves two masters.
Let it be known among your people, Stilgar, that Duke Leto Atreides honors the sacrifice that your warrior has made on our behalf. I wish nothing but peace between us.
Whoa.
Thank you for the gift of your body's water, Stilgar. And accept it in the spirit with which it was given.
Duncan, Idaho. Your water now belongs to us. The body of our friend Turok remains with your Duke. His water now belongs to the Atreides. That is the bond between us.
Mapes? Mapes? Mapes, who did this? Who?
Traitor.
Who?
Guard. Dead. Shields. The shield.
I had no choice. Why? Because I need to save my wife. Much time.
The Harkonnen will be in the palace soon.
I'm giving you the final revenge, my lord, for this terrible thing I've done to you and your family.
You will have your revenge, my lord, I promise. Just remember.
The truth. The truth, my lord.
When you have the Baron face to face, remember.
The truth.
He looks sufficiently paralyzed.
My half of the bargain, Baron. I promised you the Duke. There he is.
Oh, and it's a delicious sight, Doctor.
Now it's time for your half.
And believe it or not, I'm a man of my word.
Where is she? You promised we'd be reunited. You said you'd free her if I did what you asked. Well, I've done it. So where is she?
Your wife is free, my good doctor. Completely free. Free of her mortal coil. Free of her physical cage. I freed her. I promised you'd be reunited, and I'm a man of my word. As now you can see.
You think you've defeated me?
Never trust a traitor, not even one you create. Well, my noble Duke, are you enjoying the show? I hope so. I kept you alive so you could witness every precious moment of your betrayal. What?
Paul.
Oh, the boy. I don't know how to leave him to the desert. He and that gorgeous woman of yours. My men left them to explore the beauty of the sands of Arrakis. Perhaps they'll see some worms. We couldn't have all that noble blood all over our hands, now could we? Oh, the Emperor was quite insistent about that. Oh, yes. Your beloved Emperor. Just goes to show, never get more popular than the boss. Unless you intend to sack him. Did I say that? How impolitic of me. I must be spending too much time with that idiot nephew of mine, Raban. Still, you won't say anything, will you, my dear man?
Perhaps we should get on with it, then.
Get on with it! This is Canley! Piter! Vendetta! And I am going to savor every minute of it. My family has hated the Atreides for generations. They have been the sand in our eyes, the stink at our meals. These arrogant Atreides, always standing in our way. I want Leto to appreciate the beauty of what I've done to him. I want him to know that I, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, am the instrument of his family's demise, the extinction of House Atreides and the ascendance of House Harkonnen. What did he say?
2.
What did he say, Piter? Oh, need you more proof of what Heaven's choice is? Atreides is dead, and Harkonnen lives!
Tell me about the waters of your homeland.
On Caladan we ruled by air and sea, Paul. But here on Arrakis, you need desert power. It's calling to you.
Tell me about the waters. Tell me about the waters of your homeland, Mahdi.
Let all Fremen who pass here pause and pay homage to the shrine of Duke Leto Atreides and all those who've died in the service of justice.
Gurney?
Now all we need is a storm.